We're at the Caliente Tropics Hotel and Resort, a true 1960s landmark and historic tiki lounge. Today we'll be checking out my own personal car, 1969 Thunderbird. So hop in, let's go for a ride. It has a full set of gauges except for a tachometer. The clock works, but it needs to be rebuilt, but doesn't keep good time. It has storage areas both here and here. It came standard with the 3-speed Cruise-O-Matic transmission. Let's go do the walk around. Now let's head to the tech spec area. Thunderbirds were produced from 1955 to 2005 in 11 distinct generations, from 2-door convertibles up to 4-door luxury models and back. They were built in the massive Wixom, Michigan assembly plant on the same assembly line as the Lincoln Mark III. As I mentioned, this is my personal car. I've owned it for over 41 years. I restored it about 20 years ago and changed it from Meadowlark Yellow to Raven Black. Before we begin, our producer Mr. Dell of Palm Springs has a pop quiz for you. What is the Ford Thunderbird named after? A, the supernatural creature from Native American history. B, a mountain in New Mexico. Or C, a country club here in the Palm Springs area? The answer is C, a country club here in Palm Springs. The Thunderbird Country Club opened in 1951 and was the first 18-hole golf course in the Coachella Valley. In 1954, Ernest Breach, then chairman of Ford Motor Company, was a member of the Thunderbird Country Club and friends with owner Johnny Dawson. He was deeply involved in the creation of a new sports car to compete with the Chevrolet Corvette and asked Johnny permission to name the new model after the club. Johnny received the very first Thunderbird off the assembly line in 1955. This car is 206 inches long and 77.3 inches wide. It weighs in at 4,378 pounds. So it has a pretty roomy trunk. The gas tank's located up by the axle, gives you lots of space. I redid the interior of the trunk, except I did replace the original asbestos cardboard with carpeting. Under the hood, we've got a high compression 429 Thunderjet V8 engine. It puts out 360 horsepower through a 4-barrel carburetor and dual exhaust. These headlights are vacuum powered and pop up when you turn them on. Now let's hit the open road. These were great road cars when they were new. Cruising at 75 miles an hour is effortless. The downside is fuel consumption. They only average about 10 to 12 miles a gallon, maybe 16 on the open highway. This particular model is a two-door hardtop. There are only 2,600 of them built when new with the bucket seats. Check out the signature curved back seat. These were popular in the 60s in most T-Bird models. So a lot of these were destroyed early in their life. The 429 engines were taken and put into Mustangs and Ford trucks. The Mustang Boss 429 is actually a variant of this engine. It's highly modified. Cool. Apollo 11 landed on the moon. Neil Armstrong became the first person to step foot on the moon. The Woodstock Music Festival was held in New York State with over 350,000 people attending. On October 29th, ARPANET made the first internet connection between two computer nodes in California. The Beatles recorded their final album, Abbey Road, and on January 30th gave their final live performance on the roof of the Apple Records building in London. Had this car 40 years. I still love driving it. So thanks for joining us on the Cars of Palm Springs. Please hit like and subscribe.